How are you and hi everyone. I'm trying to share some the woman's get the children or not. Or woman get children or not. The woman marriage and or the woman was not marrying as a woman living in and now, and this woman is the probability is pregnancies, children's and get creating children's and to this or this our living places. But all of the women do not follow up the get the children or babies cause of the variable the just problems because some job or some many things is the woman's bringing children bring in her children's bring children's truly the woman's the first the woman's or woman first obligation is bring a baby from righteous soul living in destination. As a woman's is free. Still woman free. Get children. Get children's or not children's. It's free. We know that is a woman get children's time is young times, powerful of the woman times get a children's. But also a woman he's bringing children's bring child up. This is wrong. Truly, a woman living with baby or child. If a woman is bringing child up, then the woman feeling duty, job, work. So hard work. But a woman living with baby or child, then here is pleasure and excitement and interesting. Automatically, if a woman feeling and then understanding and recognition is living with children or bringing children, then is differences, the nuance and feeling of the words is differences. If we all the bringing of children, the living with baby and children, then is if we all living is in the cognition of the woman living with woman bringing up of children is big differences. Most in the failure was woman trying to get a babies or a child to living. The first woman and child's meetings is if a pleasure, then what happened? Trying to get a baby, but the bringing of children then is very expensive or some work and hard job. The feeling then is refused to get a baby. So it is some differences, and a child help a woman living pleasure, not a woman help child. It must be we all generally without any deep reaching out of recognition, then is mostly the mother. Maybe here is mothers, the woman, the child, not the woman help a child. The woman is mother. We must simply attitude toward this mother to child. Then children relationship is mother helper, simple recognition, but actually profoundly depth recognition is mother help. Mother, pregnant children, is a mother trying to living with a baby. Truly mother is in. In is best, just advantage is go with living with others. The in of the characteristics, minus, the woman of the is the best getting well, very decoration is very sensitive and doing real of others. So that if mothers help the children's growings, and then if mothers bring up children, then is very the word of bring up the word is we as the assumptions mothers truly is if mothers bring up children, that is woman to children, child is not, child is as like object to bring up, not the same positions, different positions. It's bring up which animals. So that actually the child and mother and child is equal. Child, mother is equal. Not bring up, but not bringing up, but living with, because it's same. Child and mother is same. So that is, if it is here is very important thing is bring up child is same means that if birth a child living a child self do not have by the mothers by the time goes a child to grow. It never ever just the mothers the bringing of children. Cause of that is all of the mother's new births must be to come new baby over new righteous souls. Those souls, hard. Truly, it's a woman's, the living, the very important work is get a baby, get a children, child, baby. And child and babies is not just working conditions. Mother to child is not mother workings. So the very correct recognition is mother and child is same positions. The same go with same living is mother and child. So that a moment of a birth of a child, the relationship. If very strong relationship is a child relationship with a mother, loyalty. It never changed. To the mothers, it's happened to the relationship, to baby, to child, strong relationships. It never ever changed to the woman, to the mothers or child. That is why mothers must be real strong relationship building. Then is the mother living is safer. So if I do not get the child or mothers, mother is free. Okay. If a woman living is in the pre to get a child or do not get a child, then if you get a child, then it's a child, a child giving birth, a child giving to the mother, safe, steady past, lovely walk to her child. Lovely walk. This is excitement, pleasure, interesting. So that as to the woman's birth, to get children, the woman's must living, helping from the baby, gift from the babies, not the work. Okay. So that the coincide with it, the same meaning that is attitude is mother live children, not the children living for mothers. Children living for mothers. As that mother is getting older and the baby is getting younger. As mothers go older and babies goes younger, this is combinations of the livings. The mother is the babies living each other's. Go younger babies just growing younger babies give a interesting job to the mother. Interesting job. It must be preparing for the children's growing some all-period situation. The cause of that is, and get the food for a child is. That is interesting. Without the interesting jobs, how to living, it is very difficult. And then woman is free, get the children's or get do not children's. In these cases, get the children's is mothers must be go with the children's. So children give the gift to in loving works, but there is any children's. Then there is a relationship, the connection to the child, so that the woman if do not baby or children's woman is there is any lovely jobs. This is what it means, even easy living. This is easy living. Here is easy living. Easy living. This is hard living. But hard living is not hard living. It's lovely working. Lovely work. The baby give a job, the lovely job to the mothers. The mother is pleasure of getting just cook for the child. This is not jobs. This lovely works. And the food, preparing food for children's, and then rice and bread and meats. This means mother's interesting jobs. Interesting job is not hard works, but it's hard work is the mother and the children relationship is some must do occupied, but here there is occupies. Occupied means that is in the real times, real work. But there is no children. The times occupation, there is no occupations. All is free times. Yes. So that easy livings, there is no pleasures. There is no any excitement. But it's hard living is, but it's real excitement job for her children's. That is why that is not but job, but that is pleasurable things. Mother getting older, and the children's baby too getting youth and middle ages, and then the babies, the children's sit by mothers, and then young energies just floor with young energies, mother and the children's. As then, if a mother getting too old, and now the baby to be getting 60 years, then the baby go with mothers and cares mothers. At the time, the children's go living with mothers. Coincide that they same as the mothers give to the children's, to the work for old women, old mothers. It is very important thing. The woman is free, but the woman get the children. Then the living is, just younger baby to the mothers, mother to babies, each other, help each other's so-called livings. But here is the cause of the wars. To bury the woman's optimistic time to pregnancy to get a baby, but they the pray also they do not get a baby, and then what happens? The mothers, as the mother older, then the baby to the getting middle ages or 60 whatever, the mothers truly, sincerely loving job, creating 4 children. The mothers going voyages, mothers living to the terminations, mothers living to be preparing for righteous living destination places. So then, the mother to be getting loved from childs, and the mother's voyages to the final destinations. At the time, the children's endless loving the mothers, and then the child is helping, preparing, so all helping to the final voyages of the woman's. So that, as that result of this, what is here? A mother bringing child up wrong. A mother living with baby or children is pleasure and excitement, interesting job, right? The same as so that the mothers get a child and bringing up is not. Or mothers bringing up children is wrong. Or woman living with children is corrections. The mother's best interesting excitement pleasure is best moment, so that the baby and mothers living go each other's in the now livings. Cause of it, mother and children's living is why I living in now is very important clause. Of woman's or mother's livings, the purpose is for children's. Or children living for the woman's. The first condition is the woman's living, cause of why the mother living is cause of the children's. It is adversely the children's give birth to the mother's livings. That is not is mother's, why mother living then is cause of the children's. But this is very simply added to the explanations. But much more important thing is here, gather children's, the woman is gather children's, woman do not gather children's, it is free. But woman gather children then, here is children's give gift to livings. Or children or child give gift living to the mother. most thing that is a woman's just mother of a woman's help to live a child, but actually it's not. A child gave a gift living to the mothers. So correctly understanding is woman free is for gather children's. This gather children's only gather children's of the woman to be living living or gift from the child. Then this gift of living, what living? This living is children, child, mother. Living is must be righteous living destinations, audience, or planning the times, all completions. Children, mothers, livings, completion, all of time. But here, do not children, child, no mother, do not completion over time. Do not completion over time. This is real importance. All of the one is only get the children's. The man do not get the children's. Woman get the children's. But woman get children times. Woman feeling is wrong behavior is woman to children's. Woman is strong power. So strong power children is woman is all giving for the children's. That's wrong. Just woman's obligation is if bringing up children from righteous living destination, then a children living by itself, by oneself. The children's help the just mother to living on this world. It is adverse the attitude we are. Okay. At the best, I think mothers, if mothers bring up a child, then in this case, a woman bring up child, then this is what? Wrong. This is a job. Hard job. Bring up is animals. Bring up is animal, not children's. So that most women reluctant to get a baby from righteous living destinations. And what is that important? If a woman to bring up children, that is quite the same as meaning that is woman bring up an animal is very same. If a bring up of children, then bring up animal is same to the mothers. So this attitude of explains mothers getting married and getting get just the baby. Then this means that is wrong. 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 Absolutely, the do not bring up children, but living with children, so that more than children's voyage to the ends as the help each other helpers, and mother health and child to health, both help each others, not mother to the child helpings. If do not recognize, do not explain, then if mothers to bring up children, so that the mother do not get a baby, because of the bringing up children is hard, so I do not take a baby, then the woman of the mothers to be lonesome. No one living with mother. The same as a mother living with a baby concepts than is mother eternity all around over years living with a child. This is correction, this is truth, this is creation of knowledge. If a mother do not baby in this world, none living with a mother. So then the alone living of the woman, the livings do not completion about given times. Just the living that is hold stops, not reaching a destination of the place. By conclusions, mothers get a baby in the moment then is living with a mother living with a child. Mother's pregnancy, cause pregnancy is mother's getting the baby is mother can live in this world by gift from a child's gift to livings. Mothers and children's relationship absolutely do not explain bringing up. Mother and children's go living interesting, excitement, pleasures with livings, not bringing up. So that mothers and so we are important and we are just explained that the mothers bring from a mother bring a baby from righteous living destinations. Our mothers can help the old over ends of this sin world, these voyages, then the mother to be run to the righteous living destination, then all the helping the end of the mother's living in this place. So then, say again, the baby or children do not bring up, but share living the mother and children. Never ever saying bring up children. If we think as bring up, then it's work. So the reluctant to get the bring up, then the mother's recognition, the understanding, do not get a baby. But the mother's feeling and then understanding is living with a child, then there is pleasures, excitement, so they get baby from righteous living destination, multiply, wrong, the many. Okay, I'm trying to conclude on the end of this sentence reading on my scriptures. Mothers bring from a baby righteous living destinations. A child, a baby, can help a mother's running to the righteous living destination place. So both a mother from righteous living destinations, a baby help a mother to run to the righteous living destinations, so that the woman and children all connect to the righteous living destinations. If a mother bring up, or mothers get from the righteous living the baby, then from righteous living destination baby lead to the mother to the righteous living destinations. It is very important. So then, babies lead to the righteous living, mother lead to the righteous living destinations. Mother getting from a baby and children, so as a conclusion that is mother, why mother bring a child to this from righteous living to the righteous, and now these livings, ultimately helping from baby or children righteous living, the mother's righteous living destiny place. Never ever without children's baby, of mothers cannot reach the righteous living destinations. So that mother and child is co-relations, help each other, so that all of livings completions. Mother livings given time all completions, so that all mother livings, as childs, all mother living completion to the righteous living destinations. I try to say why this lecture we have a wrong attitude, because young bride and bridegrooms and young mother and fathers, some harder because of the job, or some to make money sustainable their livings. Then their first is to take up baby for righteous limitation. But this is not first, third, for turning. So that I try to give her that is wrong. If we were living in this earth, then most women get the babies and living with the baby. That is only woman's pleasure and excitement and eternity connection to the righteous living destination. Thank you.